Hi there, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Anjuli and that is my dog Sadie, and together we are roaming the UK in our 1992 campervan Jezebel. Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hello, hi, how are you? Yes, today, guess where we are? Yes, the Peak District. Congratulations. If you guess that, you get 100 bonus points. Yes, we are in the Peak District and we are currently near Derwent Dam. I bought a new book the other day and I've decided I'm going to do all of the walks in this book, starting at one and moving my way through them, all these walks. And today we are doing the Fairholmes and Sheepdog Memorial Walk, which starts off at Fairholmes car park where I am right now. It's £6 to park all day here, £3.50 for 2 hours. I did buy the full day parking mainly, even though it says that their walk is an hour. I know that I get lost a lot, so if I'm out for longer than that, at least I know that I've paid all of my parking up front. But yeah, if you're only going for a couple of hours, then you can do that. Here's Sadie. She's completely unsure if she's coming out of the van today. I tried to get her into the van and that was a joy unto itself. She very much just wanted to sit and hang out on the sofa. But yes, we are out today. We are going to go for a lovely walk. It's meant to rain horribly tomorrow, so today, last day of sunshine before a couple of days of rain. And I'm really looking forward to this. I've driven past here a couple of times, the reservoirs and the dams, and made like a mental note to go to them. So it's very quiet in here. The path that it tells you to take in the book is different from all of the sort of a better signposted ones straight outside the visitor centre. So you leave the visitor centre, instead of taking a right like all the signs tell you to, you take a left. And then there's a little gate that says walk in only and Lockerbrook. So you take that gate there. And then it takes you out into all of this. And no one else is here, which is very nice. All the kids and the bikes and things have all gone a different way to me. Me and Sadie have this path to ourselves. All you can hear is the birds and a little bit of the brook bubbling up. Derwent Reservoir was used during the Second World War as a practice target during the training for the Dambuster raids by the RAF's 617 Squadron. The valley was subsequently used during the making of the 1955 film The Dambusters, starring Michael Redgrave and Richard Todd. I haven't seen it. Is it any good? So continuing on the walk as per the guide, you saw a bit of the dam there, and now sort of the dam is just on my right as we're walking down. As you can see, we're on like a forest road now, rather than in nature, and you can't really see the dam through the trees. It's all fenced off. I would have liked to be able to walk closer to the water. Maybe as we get further up there'll be an opportunity to do so. Otherwise, yeah, it's just, I mean, lovely big ferns, lovely big trees, but yeah, it is on a main road part now, so you have to keep watching out to make sure there's no works vehicles coming up and down, cyclists and such. Lots of fences stopping you from going into forested areas. Derwent Dam was created by a community of workers who lived, schooled and socialised in the tin town of Birchenley. The town stands only in remnants now beside the Howden Reservoir, scattered throughout a plantation forest. Tin Town was referred to as such because the buildings were constructed distinctly from temporary materials such as corrugated iron and wood. I don't think we can walk across it. This community was purpose-built for the navvies and their families employed to work on the dams. When the village construction began, the Derwent was a narrow body of water. In March 1901, it was little more than 20 yards wide. So we made it to Howden Dam, which is the next dam up on the reservoir area, into the Howden Reservoir and sort of the upper area. I've decided for both me and Sadie that we're not going to carry on and go around in a big full circle. We're going to turn back here and start making our way back towards the route that we were meant to be on to see the Sheepdog Memorial and some other memorials that we missed because we just got carried away and carried on walking. I don't regret that. It was a beautiful walk and we've seen lots of stuff. But definitely the next bit looks really good for like cycling, which I can't do with Sadie because she doesn't like bikes, and she will definitely not just walk along next to my bike happily. She will walk in front of it and kill us both. So yeah, we're going to sit here and enjoy the scenery for a moment and then we're going to head back the way we came and go see the stuff that we missed before doing a loop back to the van. But yeah, the weather has held out and it's been very lovely. As you can see, it's very sunny, blue skies everywhere, and yeah, this area is very lovely. Very quiet today, which has been amazing. Definitely needed just to get out in nature in the quiet and just clear my head. So yes, definitely recommend this walk to anyone going along, and I'll of course put more details in the video. And also and if you've enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe and all of that stuff. Comment below. Also, I want to mention that I've started a little blog page where I talk about some of my walks, some of the places that I visit, and give a bit more detail about where to park and what to see and do. And you can actually see some more of my photos that I take, which I don't really show on YouTube because it's a video place, not really a photos place. But yeah, if you're interested in some of the pictures that I've taken, please do pop over to my website. I'll pop it in the links below for you. So yeah, do just check that out. Yeah, and I'll see you when we get to the memorial, I guess. On the 12th of December in 1953, old Joe, a local veteran trainer, and his 11-year-old sheepdog Tip went to look after a flock in the upper Derwent Valley. When they hadn't returned by the next morning, a rescue team was sent out to search for them. They were not found, and as the weeks wore on, hundreds of hikers joined in the search. But there were fairly brutal conditions that winter, and the going was tough for everyone. It wasn't until the 27th of March, that's 105 days later, that a couple of workers on the moors noticed what they thought was an old coat wedged in a ditch. As they got closer, they saw it was Tip, guarding the body of her beloved master. After 15 weeks alone in the elements, she was in bad shape, but her instincts kept her to the task no matter what. Tip made it back to be honoured with the bronze medal of the Canine Defence League and lived out her last months in comfort. Hey, so we made it back to the van. As you saw, we got to the Sheepdog Memorial. Unfortunately, we couldn't actually stay there very long because they are doing construction work around that area, and having a nervous dog around construction work is no fun. All the loud noise and banging was too much for Sadie, so I managed to get about 3 seconds of video before she was like, come on, we're going, and ran off. So that was the end of that. But yes, we are back at the van, got coffee, had a sandwich, and yeah, we're going to start making our way back home in the next half hour or so. Just going to chill out for a little bit at the van. I need to charge up my phone because inevitably every time I try and leave the Peak District, my phone dies halfway home and I have no idea where I am. So I'm going to save myself some of that trouble by charging my phone up before I leave, and then I don't have to stop halfway through and do it in the middle of nowhere where I'm panicking. Yeah, brains. I hope you've enjoyed this video though. I hope it encourages you to, as always, come out to the Peak District, have a wander around. Maybe if you have bikes, bring your bike, do a cycle around here. It's definitely designed for cyclists, so I think you'll have a really good time if you do have a bike. Shout out now to anyone with an electric bike who wants to send me one. That would be awesome. I will greatly take an electric bike off of someone, because yeah, I think I would quite like to go for a cycle around here. I have a little fold-up commuter's bike and that'll be fine, but yeah, my issue is always Sadie. I need to look into getting some sort of like clip-on trailer type thing that I can put her in, like she was an elderly pooch, and then let her out of stages where we can walk around together. But yeah, she definitely won't just casually run around next to me. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. Thank you everyone for watching the previous videos.